are successful with, I'm not aware of a lot of that happening in St. Louis. Although I could also travel to other cities to bring me in. But it'd be for small teams. It'd be for team building, so if everybody just kind of does these silly exercises and they kind of loosen up with each other. But there are a lot of skills about listening, accepting what is, not resisting things that,
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I am working with Bob on a somewhat weekly basis, helping him build his business, so I want to share this is not me beating Bob up, but Bob, do you have a problem about this, or are you insecure about this?
Problem about that.
Okay.
Yeah, knowing where to start to pursue this type of.
Perfect. So the problem is, I don't know where to start.
Yes.
Okay. Sean.
And Bob and everyone else, would you like me to record this session so you have those notes and feedback, or does anybody have a problem with that if I do?
I don't.
I'm fine.
All right.
I have a shared idea with
Nancy, we're asking permission, and we just.
Unlike lunch, where Bruce makes me record stuff because, did you record that?
No, and he's like, you made
I mean,
put it in
like-
Bitcoin.
All right, so what I want to do also is we put this in one
I
of
might
our
not
early
publish that
sessions.
for that alone.
If you're going to record it, and we hear something that's really worthwhile, just make a notation of a
Time.
sound notation of like a clap or noted, so that when if we were to put a transcript on this, it'll be easy to identify. That's my suggestion.
I think you should scream out "Boomalali."
Boomalali would work.
Boomalali.
Okay. Are you recording?
I'm recording now.
Awesome.
Boom.
Okay.
Wow.
So the problem is I don't know where to start.
It's a totally new thing for me. I haven't, yeah.
Okay. Now, how many people in the room do you really think he does not know where to start? Or is it more of what I was hinting at, an insecurity of where do I start? Because Bob, you promote a self-starting mentality to musicians. You promote this. You're a coach of where to start.
Right, yes.
Right. So do you really not know where to start?
Some ideas.
Okay. So give me your top 3 ideas of where to start.
We'll start with people that I know and just make people
People you know.
Yeah, make people aware that I'm doing this. Do you know a company, or do you work for a company that would be interested in this? Who can I talk to there?
Second place to where that's one idea. People that you know.
Researching local businesses.
Research local business. That's the second place to start. And a third place to start.
So actually, the one time when I actually did this type of work, person that came to one of my classes worked for this hotel management company. They do this monthly team building thing. They brought me in, and they also said, "Oh, give me your card." Or people that come to the hotels are looking for activities. Maybe I could recommend you. So maybe people that are event planner type things, conferences. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now to make Group Genius work. Does anybody in the audience have a better idea than one of those 3? Because I don't really need another 4th, right? Because how many places can you start at one time?
Yeah,
I'll give you the answer to that. One.
Okay.
All right. We cannot start in this notion of multitasking is dead. We've heard that before. You've got to pick one to start. Now, once that's started, you can pick a second place to start, but that's not the first place to start. Hence, it's the second place to start,
Can you
right?
give some more details about what it is that you're offering?
But his problem, right? We're trying to solve his problem. His problem is I don't know where to start. We will definitely get to that. But Nancy has better than one of these 3 places.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You already know how to do the classes and everything.
Yes.
I think for business, you need to start with a purpose statement that says what you're trying to do and how it benefits business.
Right.
Like, what is the problem? You say problem. What's the problem that they're having, and how is this the solution?
Because some people might perceive improv as just a silly, frivolous thing, but there's actually, a lot of business applications
so
of
Nancy gave you the
it.
advice
So
of
what-
starting, before you go to those 3, start with your purpose statement.
Okay.
It's good advice. Yes, George.
I think that no one would benefit from this more than a sales staff. I think salespeople would benefit from this more than any other group. So sales managers or somebody like that. If I was running the sales team and you came up with an idea like this, I would jump all over it.
Cool.
Sales orgs.
Who's your initial thought for your initial target market?
Well, like I said,
Sales boards.
yeah. Well, I mentioned team building exercises and then sales. I mentioned, that in my initial.
What size business?
It's, I can only, to really work with a group, it's small groups of people, so it could be a large organization, but I couldn't do it for 100 people. If they're going to be hands-on, it's got to be like 12, 15,
So
they're
Brian
small
was
groups.
ahead of the game, and now we're getting. You want him to define more, right, Brian? What are we actually offering?
So improv. So for instance, one improv principle that would totally apply to sales is listening. A lot of people think that improv is about being in your head and thinking of the next clever thing to say. Like when people will go in to do a sales presentation, they got their script and they're following it. But in improv, you have to listen to what your partner is saying and respond to that, and just do away with whatever you thought the scene or the game was going. So wouldn't that be? It's a big lesson in sales, is that if you're listening to your customer and you respond to what they're saying, as opposed to just sticking with your script or your pitch, and you pay attention to their body language and how they're saying what they're saying, instead of being in your own head about, oh God, what am I going to say next, and what objection am I going to, you know what I mean? So those are skills that we teach through fun exercises, intense listening, being present, being aware of what the person is saying, what they're communicating. That's one aspect of it, but there's a whole lot of exercises along those lines.
Okay. More defining of the program. Is that a good place to start?
Probably.
Right?
Yes, right.
Okay, so would
Finding
you like
the benefits, yeah.
So would you like us to help define this program?
Yes.
Is that the place to start?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So, classic out of Brian, what do you want to offer?
That's what I want to offer.
Yep. A one-time session?
Oh.
Multiple sessions? What do you want to offer?
Usually it would be like a 90-minute to 2-hour session,
Okay.
single session.
Awesome. Short and to the point.
And this is going to help sales professionals become better sales professionals, right?
Right.
That's
It's
the
like
main-
it's like in a communication skill, improving your communication skills through improv, and something that's not boring and has you active and engaged.
Will it help with managers and interpersonal and intrapersonal communication?
I think it could, certainly, yeah.
So maybe
Team
like in a
building.
bank, like an operations division, something different that they're from a training standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you
go ahead.
I was have you actually done this with a group?
Well, just the one hotel management folks. It's the only time I've actually done a business-related thing, and yeah, it was kind of loose though. They were drinking, and it was we got a little, but it wasn't exactly a corporate environment, which I don't have. It doesn't have to be. In fact, if they're comfortable, it'd be probably more of a, I don't know, maybe on a retreat. I mean, I don't. There's a lot of ways you can.
Well, and to give the room more context, you already do improv events around town, right?
Shows, yeah.
Shows, okay.
So I guess I could promote it through that or whatever, but yeah.
So, if you're not fully formed on what you're going to offer and what the language is for defining the offer, I would go find those who offer it.
Mhm.
I Googled business improv and came to businessimprov.com, and they seem pretty buttoned down in their client list. If you had their client list, you'd be very happy.
Cool.
And
To see how they're positioning it or describing it.
yeah, the other thing I would describe is go find Peter Himmelman's website. Peter Himmelman is
Himmelman.
Himmelman. He's actually married to Bob Dylan's daughter. He's a fairly well-known musician in his own right.
I thought I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah, so singer-songwriter, been around forever. He has reinvented himself into a business consultant where he does songwriting workshops
Oh, wow.
for the same basic purpose.
Oh, wow, okay.
Unleash your creativity, so on and so forth.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else? What's awesome is the fact that we are recording this is going to make my scribble be useless, right? So
I'll
that
take a
you can
picture
take
of it, though, yeah.
you can take a picture of this,
Yeah.
but you're going to be able to get the recording and then organize the thoughts of the group genius, right?
Very cool.
Okay, and I'm looking for, as a Medici offering, somebody who wants to do that for people, because as we do more and more of these, that skill set of taking the recording, to transcripts to actually organizing it into thoughts. That's along the lines of more what you guys do on Wednesdays, but something to do it for 5, 10, 15-minute quick shot, right? Anybody else? Thoughts, suggestions, questions?
We'll start offering a class at Medici. But that's me.
I'll be
That's making about
I'll be a guinea pig.
Yeah.
I can make everything.
Who would be interested in attending one if I did one here?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I was
I would
gonna
definitely be there.
suggest
record it.
incubators, co-working spaces. You know, in the marketplace, we just got to deal with capital innovators to go in and teach them marketing. And-
Especially for teams, especially startups.
Yeah.
That are getting their teams formed together. If you're wanting to get to know one another, that'd be a great,
Yeah.
icebreaker to start with.
or even cross-company sessions that are offered by the incubator or the co-working space.
What you could do also is say you'll offer it for free,
Mm-hmm.
and again, Bob and DG, for a referral.
Mhm.
You can either pay it or give me a referral.
Okay. Well, nice.
I think all jokes aside, here's something that's very interesting. In a room full of almost 20 people, you beat out 7 other ideas of what we wanted to talk about. So you've got the focus group of the interest, right? You need the place to offer it, and you need to take a page out of the create your own demand playbook of saying, I'm going to price it at X. X could easily be free until you fill it up. X could be $5, X could be $10. Fill it up, build a waiting list, increase your price, and away you go.
I'll attend your pilot sessions. I mean, honestly,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm in.
I want to go.
I'll take pictures.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm gonna follow up
All right, so
on that.
then the Mediciism is put it on the calendar,
Yep.
and then
Okay.
we can hold you accountable.
All right.
So I would agree 100% the next place to start is to put something on the calendar.
Okay.
Not okay.
Yes.
Not yes.
Yes.
What's the date?
Oh. Pick a date. Come up with that right now.
Oh, yes.
Well, I mean,
Do you have a
Do we-
calendar in that thing?
I think so. It's
I
gonna be
think what we
fun.
I couldn't pick a date today, but I could pick the idea of the date. So how long do you need to you want how many people in this first class, this pilot class?
A dozen would be a good number.
Okay, 12 people?
Yeah.
All right, and how long will it take for you to find 12 people? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you-
Okay, so finding the 12 people is not going to be a problem. Picking the date suddenly becomes more the problem.
Mid to late February.
Mid to late February.
All right, we're narrowing it
Okay.
down.
Is that narrow?
What day would be good for
does
that?
It, or well, yeah, to compare to what rooms, or I guess that's what room is available.
I will guarantee you room availability inside these walls. Mid to late February. Skinny it, pick it down, whittle it down.
Right before this
a
meeting.
Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Tuesday or Wednesday night.
And yeah.
Huh?
I'm out.
Brian's out.
Oh,
I'm out.
Those neither of those
Those are the ones that have small
Nights.
kids.
You
Oh,
family
oh,
man.
With this-
a weekend? Oh, is it what, during the day? Oh,
During the day is great.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
like
yeah,
before
if those
this
of you are
meeting.
self-employed, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's do it. During the day is better for me then. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Good.
Drop your
phone.
Tuesday afternoon.
How long's the session?
He said an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Oh, got it.
So do it right after a Medici strategy session.
Or before,
Or before.
when you're fresh.
Lunch. Can lighten
And
people-
available.
Yeah. So on the do you guys get things going on Tuesday morning? Well, yeah, you have Tuesday and Wednesdays. Remind me when the sessions are.
This is up to you.
Yeah, okay,
You
okay.
pick. Like they're giving you instantaneous feedback whether or not it works. So
11 to 1.
During lunch would work for you guys?
it sounds like a good lunch. Tuesday lunch sounds good.
Sure.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
'Cause
So
Lunch improv.
lunch improv, 11:30 to 1 really fits the Medici schedule,
Yeah.
right?
And then we just make it potluck to make it all
You're gonna be
totally
selfish.
improv.
Tuesday, 11:30 to 1. 12 people sign up. 11:30 to 1 o'clock. On what day?
How about the
we've got
20th?
Tuesday. You are such a
I heard
chicken
that.
shit.
I heard you just dropped something.
Is it what's too far away?
I think you're chicken by going to the 20th.
I'm out of town that week.
It's pretty far
Oh,
away.
well,
13th.
sooner.
13th is getting better.
Get better.
Next Tuesday the
Is the
6th.
6th busy? Bob,
Aren't you
for
going to be
Like-
gone?
Oh, let the guy.
Are you
Give
gonna-
the guy more than a week to plan.
13th.
All right.
13.
All right.
13th.
Sold.
It is.
So
Wow.
13.
11 to 1, right?
Pass around the
11:30 to 1.
I'm out of town that day.
Too bad. Pass around the sign-up sheet.
You got somebody for the second one.
That's right.
Right?
I like the 6.
You're looking for
You
12
already got
people.
your
Bob,
first paying
wait,
customer.
are we going free? I want to raise the ante. Are we going free?
For the this is a pilot. How about a donation based or?
How about $20?
I like what Nancy's thinking.
Strong. Come in strong. Setting the bar at $20.
How about bring what you're willing to invest?
Yeah. How
I
about
like
choose,
this one.
choose your own price?
Choose your own price.
All right.
Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect.
Choose your own
Stick
price.
with the theme here.
I like it, Brett.
But let's
We're gonna cut the
also
strategy session.
let's build on a principle.
Is that what you're saying?
Let's
If you
build
gonna-
on a
if you
principle
gonna let
that
him get your
we.
price, he got it.
Let's
That's right.
set the market price.
But,
Yeah, but
Right.
what I was going to say is let's
I don't
also
feel like
build
I'm
on a
being
principle that we talked about yesterday, which is collect the money, but bank it for your marketing budget to seed your marketing budget moving forward.
I like that too. So, but what do you think? What are you willing to? If you had your magic wand, the demand is out the wazoo. You're going to charge what for an hour of your time with 12 people all paying what?
yeah, we'd probably be an hour would be probably too short. Yeah, 90 minutes to
90 minutes, sorry, 90
to
minutes.
2 hours. $300 to $500 for a business to bring me in
Okay.
to start with.
Okay, so let's use the low number first, but we'll build to 500. So 300 divided by 12 is
Well, if it's 360, it'd be 30.
30.
So
$25. $25.
$25 is
So,
the median.
so
You
the
need to price it
plant,
higher than that.
planting the seed like we did for the Medici Wednesdays, that this has we've proven that it's worth $5,000. This is worth $300 or $25 per head,
Mhm.
and
$25 value.
$25 value.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. But pay what you want.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, Sean.
Bob, when you've done improv classes, how much do you charge for an improv class?
My drop-in classes are actually only 10, but that's not business related. It's just
If you
teaching
do
them.
it
How
for
much is
business,
it? How much is it?
$300 is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
You gotta
pretty
make
too
it
low.
3,000.
So to make this,
No.
the way you
Well, maybe not
Nancy,
to start.
I agree. He needs to
Yeah.
get to 3,000.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He doesn't have the confidence yet, the experience, the case studies to get there. But
Yeah.
yes, our goal would be a full day for $3,000 for a business.
So to build the
Right.
e-commerce into it, you make it function like eBay. You can buy it now
Mhm.
at 25.
Love it.
Otherwise, you're bidding $5, and nobody else wants it. $6, you got this place. Right?
And this is literally the $25 that were in my billfold. That's all I had.
Oh, right. My first attendee.
Wow.
Tom has the first base sold.
first buy it now.
Anybody buy it now for 25?
Wow. All right, I'm writing this down now.
Bruce is our second buy-in for 25.
It's the 13th, right?
13th at 11:30.
11. So we're doing 90 minutes, 11:30 till 1.
Yep.
Right.
So 11:30 to 1.
Thank you.
There you go. How about that? We take action here.
Totally.
I was coming to contribute, not to profit.
Hey, you got Venmo, my man?
I do. PayPal, I can do.
I got
Awesome.
Venmo, man.
So you've got 2 spots sold, 10 spots remain. I expect you to try to. I'll help you fill them too.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
And it's going to go. The price will drop the closer you get to the date, and it's open. Right. But right now, sell them for $25 a spot.
Okay. Beautiful.
Nancy's your third.
Boom.
Looks
Here she
like.
comes.
I only have 20. So.
That's okay.
Are you going to sell it for 20 right now?
That's all I got.
I
I'm with you,
will.
but are you going to sell
It's
it?
reserved
You want the
until
IOU?
somebody
You'll-
else
I
gets
think
their
she's good for it. Otherwise, you have to refund their money cost.
But
Wait a
great.
minute, I suggested 20. So
That's right.
Right.
So you're
That's
in.
right.
But all right, third. You got 9 spots to sell.
That's awesome. You guys are incredible.
Yeah.
I'm taking a photo of this too.
By far, one of my most impressive, awesome Tuesday.
Pretty cool.
Awesome.
You had a lot of work.
Because remember, Theo
Yeah,
was like,
great
"Oh,
idea
you
working
forced me
though.
to do this over a 2-week time." We just did 2 weeks on Theo in 30 minutes for Bob.
That's true.
Okay.
It's money.
Boom. Love it. All right. That's a wrap for this one. Hold on.
Strategy session, $10.
Strategy session, $10. Hold on. We love it. We love it. We love it. Hang on.